Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pre-Market Live Show. Today is Tuesday, January 27th. I guess I wish it was June, a little warmer out. But anyway, here we go. Let's look at the market, see what's going on in January. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. And how is everybody this morning? It is a chilly one out this morning again. Let's see what this market looks like. The Mag 7 green right there, as you can see. And like we said, I think that we're seeing a little rotation right here. Here's your SPY looking really good, curling up, and it looks like it wants to run up here to that like 697 area. And then your Qs are not looking bad either. Look at them bad boys popped right up there. So you got them popping up as well. So your Qs are on fire. Everything looks pretty decent this morning, I would say, for the most part in your Mag 7 big cap world. Let's go through our list, see what's going on right here. And NUWE right here was jumping up pretty big. Saw that this morning. And that PHGE, again, Laptop Travel gave that out on his laptop travel list just the other day. GNTA, that was running up. BZAI was running another AI one. That's the theme right now. And NAM right here. And AMM's been running up. Haven't even noticed that one. And ASPC there running up there. So there's a couple good ones running up there today. NASDAQ futures rise and United Health slides. Yeah, UNH went down. UE, India clinch. Mother of all deals in rebuff to Trump. I don't know what they're talking about, but stock set sites on high as tech leads charge. And Seoul searching, I guess, Seoul, Korea, I guess, and how the ICE turmoil in Minnesota is starting to spill over into Wall Street. So there you go. Kind of what I was saying last night, that it's just gotten a little bit out of control over there. So they do have to just pull them out of there because it's just it's like a wildfire. I mean, it's just nowhere. They just can't even move. You just got chaos happening. So anyway, we discussed that last night if you want to hear my thoughts on that. But let's cruise right through and see what's going on with our IWM too. And that's up a little bit there this morning. That doesn't look perfect, but it is up. And Apple's cruising along, looking really good. We did like Apple, and there you go, getting up to that 20, curling up and looking nice. Amazon right here. That's not Amazon, but that's Amazon right there. And that's not too bad at the moment. Google is looking really good. That's running up there. That's getting set up to run. And then your Meta was running up as well and not looking too bad right there. So there you go. And Microsoft hasn't been looking bad either. So there's your Mag 7 right there, looking pretty good. And what about NVIDIA's up $1? That's getting really set up, guys. NVIDIA's getting set up. Watch for any dip action, and Tesla's getting set up as well. And AMC's just kind of hanging out here, but GameStop obviously been looking good, so keep an eye on that one. Chewy right here is just hanging out. Unity's looking decent. That one's been trying to curl back up. Netflix right here is down a little bit. It's trying to get set up. Has a little bit of time, but it's getting set up there. AVGO back up this morning. Now that one's getting really set up as well. And look at MU. I mean, the dip opportunities every single time should be getting bought in this. It's absolutely insane. This thing just runs like a maniac, guys. It's wild. TSM right here up pretty good. So keep an eye on that. That looks like it's curling up really good too. So you might want to keep an eye on TSM, MU. SMCI right here, not looking too bad. So keep an eye on that one. I guarantee that runs relatively soon. And AMD looks like it's going to curl back up after running up recently. QCOM right here is up. And Snow is going back up. And that's looking pretty good. So you can keep an eye on Snow. PayPal right here. That's not looking too bad, actually. I think PayPal is finally getting set up. It looks like the market wants to run. We'll see what crypto wants to do. Intel trying to bounce back up after it took that nice dip after the earnings there. And Dell is getting set up as well. If I type, oh, what am I doing? There it is. And there you go with Dell. And that's looking pretty good as well. So you might want to keep an eye on some Dell and IBM. So a lot of them getting set up right here. IBM not looking too bad. They have earnings, aren't they, today or something tomorrow? I know they're coming up soon, and that is tomorrow for IBM. So we'll be watching that. And let's see what else is going on over here with our list. And Palantir and Sophie right there. Palantir looking pretty decent to get set back up. Sophie's not looking so bad either right there. So it does look like a market wants to run a little bit. Obviously, we'll have some pullbacks each day, or not each day, but every few days. And then you catch them dip opportunities like in MU. Mara right here up a little bit this morning. Nothing real crazy, but Riot's up a little bit. And Clean Spark right there is up a little bit. I saw them green this morning. They're not really doing a whole lot. We'll check out Crypto MicroStrategy up a little bit as well. Not doing a whole lot. And then Robinhood up a little. Coinbase right here up a little bit as well. That one's been dipping down, and let's see if bull can get bullish. It's up 2 cents, but not really doing a whole lot, is my 2 cents. And space right here is just kind of hanging out, and that is definitely getting set back up, it looks like, anyway. And Boeing pulling back, that was in the top. I could see some pullback, but space down here has some good opportunity off that trend line. I don't think it's going to dip down anymore, but we'll watch it, obviously. DJT just kind of hanging out. That could pull back a little bit. And what about Nike right here? That's actually in a pretty decent spot. It could run up a little bit more. McDonald's was popping up, pulling back a little this morning after yesterday's run up. And Disney right here, DIS, and just kind of flat. Oxy is up a little bit. ExxonMobil down some. DXYZ right here is up a little bit. That's getting set up, that DXYZ. What's ASTS doing? That's trying to bounce right back. What about ONDS? That's not doing anything. Galaxy, that's kind of hanging out right there. And what about UMAC right there? Is just kind of hanging out as well. Redwire back up a little bit, and Rocket Lab, and that's bouncing up. So they look like Rocket Lab looks like it wants to dip down a little bit. What about Nuclear right here? NK, what the heck am I typing in? There we go. Nuclear right there. Not too bad. Oklo is up a little bit, trying to get curled back up. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. There was a couple of other ones, and the SMR just let it right into that one. And that's actually looking pretty good. SMR looking good right there. The Big Bear, BBAI. That's not looking bad off that trend line. I could see that moving. What about Michael Anthony's Tiger right here? And that's up a little bit this morning. That's curling up, looking pretty good. FSK, I forget what this was, if I can't even type it in. FSK, there we go. FSK, whatever it is, a capital company right there, asset management, and that's just a little bit flat. That looks like it could just try to bounce off of there too. I'd have to look at it as it opens up here, but it does look like it wants to bounce. I forget who had asked about this one, but it does look like it could bounce right there. Not doing anything this morning to give me a good look. And GEHC, somebody asked about this healthcare one. It is up. That's looking pretty bullish and trying to curl up right there. So interesting right there. UNH right there is down big. Look at that dip. So that's huge. So there you go with that one. And let's see what you guys want to see real quick, and then we'll wrap it up early. I'm still exhausted from all the snow and everything else. But anyway, yeah, what did they do? They posted did they have their earnings this morning? They must have been pretty bad, I would say. There you go. January 27th. That is today. And revenue 44.7 or 447.6 billion. I don't know. I can't even follow this thing. So anyway, that's what they did. Whatever it is, it looks like it must have been bad. So there you go, UNH. It's way down this morning. Let's put it that way. Let's look at and see what you guys want to see. Louis Rodriguez of TSM, that is looking really good right there, isn't it, Louis Rodriguez? That looks like it wants to run. MU, just a beast. Watch for these dips. I'm telling you, it's crazy. You could just play that for a while right now. CoreWeave looking really good. That CWVX looking good. CoreWeave looking pretty good too. What is it? I can't even think of what it is. CoreWeave. Come on. There it is. CRWV. That's what it is. I know we looked at it last night. And that's curling up, looking nice right there. So I would say CoreWeave, good opportunity. Your HL, your Hecla Mining up a little bit. It ran up yesterday, pulled back. We'll watch it today. This Marvell was looking really good right there last night, and that's looking pretty sweet. And JNUG right here. These guys are just crazy. But again, I think they're getting topped out. Silver's up a little bit this morning, but again, I think they're getting topped out. I think yesterday's top was the top on them. So just be careful. UNH getting hammered right there in the pre-market. MOH also down just because UNH is down. So healthcare insurers taking it on the chin. You're not kidding right there. They sure are. Adobe right here was running up. That wasn't looking bad. Oracle was looking pretty good too. Hold on, let me type that in. Oracle right there. That wasn't looking too bad yesterday. Look at that trying to curl up. So keep an eye on Oracle. That could get running. And what is ARM doing? Is it getting strong again? We played this the other day. And it is trying to set back up. It's trying to curl back up right there. Not looking too bad. Humana, that one's getting beat. Whoa, that's a big beating too. Wow. Ouch is right for Humana. So yeah, them healthcare plan ones are getting smashed right now. And the Qs are up right there, $4. So 4 points. And they are looking pretty good. And your DDOG, your data dog, is up this morning. And that's looking really good right there, I must say. TEM. Tem right here, not looking bad. Oh, look at that curl up right there. That's trying to get moving. Luis Rodriguez, so some good ones right there. That PHEG, we were talking about it. Like I said, Laptop Travel had this on his laptop travel list the other day. USBC right here is kind of cruising along. It was anyway this morning. This XTKG we talked about last night, and that is popping up pretty big. And New Wave, or New Wellis, that's what it is. New NUWE, New Wellis, that's what it's called. That thing's really running. I'm not sure what happened. It don't even have a catalyst, it says, but it just kind of popped up and got cruising. Watch for that. Could keep some momentum right there. And TEAD right here, TEADS. And what is that doing? That's kind of just it ran up recently. It looks like it could be getting set back up to roll off the MACD. I'd have to look at that one right there. And the earnings for UNH were anemic. He said that's pretty funny. And good morning, Janica. How are you doing? Would you play silver options right now? No, absolutely not. I wouldn't, to be honest with you. If anything, I'd be waiting for it to come down. I think that topped out yesterday. Same thing with gold. They're up a little bit. I think people are going to get trapped in these bad boys. Although gold's up there, I don't know. I don't trust it. It looks like it wants to curl down to me. I would not touch them, Janica, personally. I'm not going to. I think the run happened, and I'll definitely get some puts with there. When they look like they want to come down, they're going to come down. And they need to retrace a little bit anyway. You can see it on the chart. So, yeah, I wouldn't play them, to be completely honest. There's way more better opportunities out there than the silver and gold at the moment. Silver's obviously run up tremendously, also gold, but you got to be careful. When things run up like that, you got to have pullbacks. And then when they're up like that, you're probably hitting the tops of them, and you don't want to be chasing them tops. So, yeah, I'm looking for them to come back down, Janik, is what my plan is right here. So let's keep an eye on it today, and we'll see what it wants to do, and then we'll go from there. I'll keep you posted because I do want to play them. That Sterling looks real good today. You can keep an eye on that. And then we had our Rocket Mortgage was trying to get set back up right here. It's not looking too bad. And their 3Us, Michael Anthony's universal safety products up 5 cents. That looks really good. Like I said, Dell and Oracle not looking bad. AI, that C3 AI, that could get running. A lot of these AI companies are running right now. Path, that could have a nice path as it's trying to curl up right there. CoreWeave, we talked about Adobe, Tem, and DZZ right here. And this is why I'll tell you, Janica, look at this thing. I mean, that is your gold inverse. So this is going to short gold. I don't even understand it. But when gold goes down, this goes up. And this thing looks like it's ready to get cruising right there. So, and I think silver will obviously follow. I do think that the gold and silver are getting topped out. So they had that look for a few days now. I was surprised that they continued to run up. And when you see silver run up like this, and then it hits that big spike up like that, that looks like the top. And I think you can come back right down to your 20, to be honest with you, which is a big dip down. And I'm saying that it won't run back up, but I do think it needs to come back out of the top right there, at least for a briefing. and get some more momentum. I don't think it's just going to continuously run into the top after that run right there in the last few days. That was quite a big run. So it does need to basically, like your bow and arrow, that shot the arrow pretty far. Now it's got to pick it up and then pull the arrow back so it can go back up a little bit. Just think of it that way. You're grabbing that arrow, you're going to be coming back with your bow, and then you can get your arrow to go forward again. So that's what that looks like right there to me. That's how I look at it in my head. And so yeah, I wouldn't mess with them, Janica. And MSTR. Meanwhile, Sayer keeps buying Bitcoin on the dip, 709,000 in total and counting. That's insane right there. And speaking of which, let's take a look and see what crypto is doing. Well, he's all in. Let's put it that way. I mean, he made the choice to go all in at the beginning, and he can't look back now. He's the biggest one, so he has to do it. And I mean, it does. It looks like it bottomed out the other day. It looks like it's trying to make this little base to curl back up. You can see it way down here on the MACD. So you should get that curl up for Bitcoin in the next day or so, and then it start moving back up. Ethereum's already starting to make a slight curl. And Ripple right here is starting to just, it looks like it wants to. We'll keep an eye on it today. I'm assuming it's going to be honest with you. I don't think it's going to dip down even more. Solana looks like that bottomed out right there, but it isn't a weird look. I'm not going to lie. I was talking about it yesterday. I even drew a line on the chart for the first time probably ever. And then I couldn't draw a straight line to save my life. That's why I don't do it. And they give you a straight line. A Doge right there. Yeah, not looking too bad unless they come bouncing and rolling off the MACD. Then they're going to get into the basement and dungeon area, and then they're going to be stale for a while, like probably a good month. But I just don't see that happening just yet, and I'll keep you guys posted on what I see with Bitcoin and all that. I'll be checking it out and seeing what's going on. But yeah, your Mag 7 looking really good right here this morning. What's that GALT up to? GALT. That thing was trying to get set up again. It just ran up the other day and then had a good little pullback off that 20 right there. So definitely be watching that one. And we were talking about this last night. Good old play and fun right here. So they're both just sitting there not doing a whole lot this morning. So that's what the market looks like. I'm just kind of looking around the list, seeing if we missed anything. Let's look at critical metals right here. Well, that's Salesforce. That's looking good too. CRM. Luis Rodriguez, we should add to the list as well, right next to CoreWeave. Couldn't think of it. That's what it is. CoreWeave and Salesforce right there. Both of them are looking pretty good. ASPI up about 10 cents, but that took a nice dip there yesterday. So, yeah, some of your metal ones we're dipping down right here. There's MP and USAR right there dipping down. So it does look like they topped out. They're hitting a little resistance right there, and they're pulling back, and we'll see if they can continue to cruise. But I don't know. I think you're seeing that rotation we were talking about the other day, and you're starting to see it right here. And your Mag 7 looking really good. So I think the money's starting to cruise into there, and they're going to get popping right there. Luis Rodriguez, your NASDAQ futures are up 0.64% right there, as you can see. And there's your NASDAQ 0.43. Your Dow's up 0.64, and your S&P's up 0.50. Your Russell is down. So that is what it looks like this morning, everybody. So I would say that's a pretty solid pre-market review right there. And Wall Street veteran who called the .com bust, he's bigger bubble in Mag 7 right there. Interesting. And yeah, they honestly, like I said, we're in a balloon. It just keeps blowing up. Remember, people were talking about the bubble, and it's going to pop. Well, now they're not talking about that anymore, and it just keeps going up. I mean, everything's just cruising. Look at MU. Look at these things. I mean, it's just nonstop, and now you're seeing that second wave of AI, and you're seeing like memory and power and these things. Now that the AI is kind of established, I would say it's already working. Everybody loves it. It's getting adapted into every company. Now you got to see the like I said, the memory, the power, the things that make it actually work, because now it's become an even bigger and bigger force. Every single day, every single company, every single human being is adapting with AI and using it more and more. So the GPUs and all that nonsense is going to get eaten up, and they just constantly need more of it. So that's what you're seeing right now. That's the second wave. So a lot of these companies, and obviously NVIDIA, they're just going to keep cranking out chips, guys. I mean, they can't meet the demand. They don't have enough supply. So you look at this thing getting set up. Watch and see if this pulls back a little bit to 182 area. It'll be perfect right there. It'll get popping in the next week or so. So we'll be watching the video too. Like I said, that Mag 7 looking good. I like Apple. I was a little bit early to the party, but it's starting to catch up now. Like I said, I was liking it right up here, and then it took that little dip right there, came down, and then them three little things got set up. Them three little soldiers got set up, and now it's running back up to the 20. It could crawl right through that and keep on going right there. So that is what it looks like this morning, everybody. And let's just take one last look at our SPY and our Qs. And our SPY is up still, and our Qs are looking pretty good. They're up over $4 right there, bounced right off the support line and cruising on up. So that is what it looks like. Luis Rodriguez, Janica, and Laptop Travel, and everybody else. Robin driving to work, Doge Mom and 9, and everybody else hanging out this morning. Joseph Levy and all of you guys, greatly appreciate it. Be sure to follow along and like the show on your way out of here. And all information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. And make sure you trade smart and lock in those profits today. And I will keep you guys posted in the Discord, of course. So I will talk to you then. And goodbye, good luck, see you later, and have a great day, everybody.